Hey besties, it's Rosie. So today I'm getting the message that you are slowly but surely working through something, okay? There's almost this anthill energy to this card, all right? This is like something that you have been in a circular spiral motion, been reaching the summit of, okay? And the issue that you have been steadily working on is the Five of Pentacles, okay? This is like scarcity mindset. And something interesting about this card is there is a heart alight on this card, all right? I'm getting that this isn't maybe necessarily scarcity mindset in the normal sense that we would think of. Maybe this is like in the realm of finances. Although if you are experiencing any kind of I don't want to say like financial hardships, but if your money isn't exactly where you would like it to be, it's likely because there is some mirror mechanism here that is showing you that there is this like scarcity energy you have in regards to love. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit more on that. So I've got the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles here. So what I'm hearing is that there is something blocking you from being able to move forward as quickly as you would like to, okay? Whether this is in the realm of finances, whether this is in the realm of love, maybe this is just progress in your life in some way. There's something blocking you from being able to have the speed and momentum towards this goal or this state of being that you would normally be eligible for, okay? And kind of what's happening in this stagnant period, if that is where you find yourself, is that there is an equilibrium being struck here. Okay. There's almost this energy of like, anytime that you have found yourself in connections in the past, there has always been someone operating in this devil energy, okay? And if this isn't your counterpart outright, this could be influences around them, okay? Let's say that you're in a connection that you feel good about, that you think things are going well, it feels aligned, but there's some outside influence that is either holding this person back or holding this connection back from being able to advance in some way, okay? This could also take the form of like a family that is too involved or something like that. And in extreme cases, this could just be attracting partners who are extremely controlling over the flow of your own creative energy, okay? And this could be, you know, like physically, maybe this is someone who's very physically demanding, or just kind of, maybe their heart chakra is blocked, so the only way that they really express their emotional energy is maybe sexually or something like that, okay? But there's definitely this energy of like, when you have found yourself in connections previously or up until this point, there's almost like this sacrifice that you have to make, the sacrifice of like independence or freedom, or it's almost like you have to take a power cut, okay? Nor, you know, I thought we were going to say pay cut there, but the phrase that came through was power cut. So there's this energy of like, when you find yourself in romantic connection, you are in some way disempowered, okay? And that is a cycle, that is a pattern that Spirit is trying to wash out of your system before you move forward into this next season of your life, because that is not supposed to persist here, okay? I've got the Ten of Cups, and honestly, this Ten of Cups isn't giving me great vibes either. These are two very entwined energy, okay? They're intertwined. Not necessarily a bad thing, but the resistance that I'm feeling to this card is probably mirrored in your energy, okay? If these are the relationship experiences that you have had, likely the prospect of being entwined with someone isn't something that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, okay? It's like your hackles immediately go up, because anytime another person has wanted to entwine with you or intertwine with you, they have been taking something from you or keeping you from something. So what else? Bestie, if this is something that you have experienced likely over and over, is the phrase that I'm hearing, there's this energy of you attracting extremely immature love interests to you, okay? And I want you to know that if that is the case, this is mirroring a familial wound to you, all right? It could be that one or both of your parents were extremely immature. Maybe they were very young when they had you, or maybe just they never really grew or developed as people. You know, maybe there was some kind of arrested development or something like that in your parental figures in your home life. And because of this, you have continually attracted people who mirror that energy to you, you know, because again, the universe is trying to help you heal these wounds and rise above these patterns. And until you know that until you know that they're there, and until you've learned how to overcome them, this is something that you will continually attract over and over and over. So if you're wondering why that is, look to your lineage, look to your home base, okay, as to where that pattern arose. and that can help you maybe work through some of this a little bit better. Bestie, I'm also getting that you are an extremely powerful manifester. You're extremely powerful magician, okay? I've got the Magician, the Nine of Wands, but the Nine of Wands in this deck is my Phoenix card, my Phoenix energy, okay? And the Two of Cups. So it's almost like if you have experienced a high degree of success in other areas of your life where you've kind of been applying your own energy, you know, your tenacity, your determination, your ability to kind of bend the elements, bend reality to your will serve you well here, okay, as you're moving through the final remnants of this cycle that you are trying to break through. Okay, so really tap into that magic that you have, into that transformational energy. You know, don't be afraid. I'm hearing don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay? So there might be this energy of you being so tired of attracting this dynamic that it's almost like you're too primed to red flags or something. When somebody kind of throws up a red flag, you're just immediately like you run in the opposite direction because you're so tired of experiencing this energy. Okay, I just heard my guide in my head say, we're so tired of experiencing your daddy's energy. Okay, so there could be somebody, these might be some daddy wounds that are resurfacing for you, okay? And the reason is you, your system, your guides, you know, everyone, kind of all the onlookers here watching you are tired of you having to re-experience your daddy's energy, okay, whatever that means. This could just be distorted masculine energy, okay? Spirit, what else? Okay, I'm definitely getting this like ancestral energy here, okay? You have like a team rooting you on, okay? Somebody in the astrals or maybe even on the earth realm really wants to see you break out of this pattern, okay? I'm getting like chills when I'm saying this. They really want to see you experience healthy love, but until you are able to shed the last remnants, I'm almost hearing it's not even the remnants, it's the expectation. It's like maybe you have finally healed these wounds, but the expectation that lives in your body, in your system, you know, in your immediate outward reality is that you are destined to continue attracting these energies, okay? There's almost this concept of you thinking that there isn't anything else, that like maybe the reason you subconsciously are attracted to people who remind you of your dad, if that is something that is resonating for you, is because again, there's like this subconscious belief that that's all there is. Another thing we can do as humans is we will almost kind of go for people who remind us of our caregivers. It's because we're trying to rewrite the narrative, okay? We're trying to like give the story a happy ending, okay? If you didn't have a great family that you grew up in, if you didn't really have the, you know, if your parental needs were not met in some way, maybe your parents just weren't quite equipped. You know, if you're the black sheep of your family, maybe you had some special needs, maybe you were just very emotional or something like that. Whatever parents, you know, you were born into might not have been equipped to really handle a child who had needs like that. You know, maybe they weren't even equipped to handle their own needs, let alone someone else's. So again, your team, your spiritual team is really coming in here. They're really rooting for you to break through this expectation you have that you're going to keep almost subconsciously looking for and attracting your familial energy, okay? There's something else they want you to experience. And I'm getting that once you kind of finally, there's almost this energy of like, if you can just see this one little piece of the puzzle, there's just like one tiny thing that you're missing. And once you finally get that thing, everything else is going to fall into place, okay? There's almost like the sun and moon energy that is attempting to align for you, okay? Once these two energies, the sun and the moon, finally align for you, and maybe this will happen like during eclipse season or something like that, okay? That could be the final push for this. Once this energy finally aligns, you are destined to experience a new form of being entwined with someone, okay? These lovers are entwined too, okay? And this is something, this is almost like a protective garland that is around them and also around like the heart or the higher heart energy that is governing them, okay? That's beautiful, bestie. That's very special. Okay, another message that I'm getting is that one reason for the resistance in your body towards finally healing this wound and letting it go is that any time that you have found yourself in your emotional energy, it has been weaponized against you, okay? I'm gonna go to a part 2 and get more into that.